Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, I want to get you up to speed on a couple things and, of course, talk about the election and who I have on the show this week. First off, real quick, as you probably know at this point, we are building out our home studio. So I've got the contractors and the builders are inside there whacking away at stuff. And, of course, I decided to do this outside. And now there's a guy next door doing construction. Anyway, bear with us. They're telling us that this whole build should take like 2-3 weeks. You never know with contractors. So in the meantime, we're going to be doing Google Hangouts with people. And my guest today is University of Toronto psychology professor, Jordan Peterson, who is in a whole brouhaha, has a whole kerfluffle, there's a good word for you, going on about free speech right now and his use or non-use of preferred gender pronouns. So we're going to get into that. I'm looking forward to talking to him. And literally hundreds of you have asked me to have him on over the last couple weeks. So that's very cool. You guys act as my bookers as well. All right, so I just want to share a couple thoughts quickly. This is my direct message for the week. We're doing this totally unscripted this time, while I don't have a teleprompter for me. Couple thoughts on the election. So look, I was saying to everybody, and you can listen to my chat, I did a 3.5-hour chat last Monday with Joe Rogan the day before the election. I was saying I thought this was 50-50 the whole time because I thought the Trump base was enthused. I thought the Hillary base was not enthused. And if those people showed up, then that was what was going to happen. Now, here's the deal. For those of you watching this who dig what I do, who have heard the message that I've been promoting for the last year and a half against this social justice nonsense and this collectivism over the individual and the oppression Olympics and all of this stuff, this is actually a win for us. Now, let's set aside Trump for just a second. Our movement, right, the things that we have been talking about judging people individually, not by groups, and also just calling out the nonsense and bullshit of the mainstream media and calling out the bullshit of the elites and all of that stuff and not ignoring the whole middle of the country. I'm somebody I'm from New York and I live in California now, but I don't ignore or belittle the people in the middle of the country, and I don't think anyone should. These are all the things that I've been talking about, and finding common ground and not using buzzwords like racist and bigot and homophobe and Islamophobe and all this stuff to just silence dissent. All of these things, this was a win for us, right? Because if you think about it, the elite, the media, everybody, the establishment all wanted one thing to happen. And what happened? The people actually used their voting power to stop that very thing from happening. That's actually beautiful. Now, if you hate Trump, let's see what happens. My feeling is at the moment, I think there's a great opportunity here. As Scott Adams said on my show, out of kind of chaos and craziness is when opportunity arises. I think everybody, and I bet you right now listening to this, feel like there's a great opportunity right now. I think there are people coming across on every side of the aisle right now, looking around and reevaluating everything. Going, who can I work with? Who are my allies? Who are my friends? What kind of place do I want to live in? Do I want to suppress free speech or not? What do I want to do? I think there's opportunity here. And I think Trump as a populist, in a weird way, his narcissism and populism might work to our advantage. He's not an ideologue. Like, he's not like Mike Pence, for example, who, as a Christian conservative, he believes certain things about gay marriage or about abortion because of an ideology. Trump, I think, is a populist. He wants to basically do probably things that will make him feel popular and loved. There might be a way that some good stuff could come out of that. Maybe he'll do some infrastructure stuff, lower some taxes. There's no reason to think he's going to go all in on foreign adventurous wars and all that kind of stuff. So I think there's opportunity here. We still have 2 or 3 months, basically, of Obama. I think these people protesting, look, you have the right to protest. Of course, I am for free speech and for expression. I don't know that you will ever find anyone that is more for that than me. So these people have a right to do it, but you have to do it legally. If you block roads like the 101, which leads to my house, if you block roads, all you're doing is actually strengthening the other side. Nobody's joining your cause when you do illegal things or burn cop cars or vandalize things or beat people or any of that stuff. You have to do it legally, and then you have a moral case to stand on. So I think a lot of these people protesting, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I think they think they're fighting for the right things. They think they're fighting against fascism or against racism or something like that. But it's not actually what they're doing. They're helping the other side. So anyway, my feeling is there is great opportunity right now. I think that people kind of feel that, and if the economy gets going and Trump doesn't do some of the more crazy things that people think he might, I think he's going to have to govern really from the center, and I think that will be really good for classical liberals, basic liberal people. I think it'll be really good for mainstream conservatives, and then maybe the people that are on the fringes of all of this thing will so slowly be silenced That's my suspicion at the moment, and maybe I have a slight sense of what I'm talking about because I kind of saw this whole thing unfolding the way it did. By the way, I'll just say one other thing. We do this show. You guys fund us on Patreon, which is amazing. About 3,000 of you, and I've been doing my Google Hangouts with you, where I do group chats and I do one-on-one chats with a whole bunch of different people. And for about the 80 or so people that I've talked to in the last couple of days, there's a genuine feeling of most of the people did not vote for Trump and certainly did not support Trump, but that maybe there's some opportunity here. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's not prejudge. Let's not be prejudiced. Let's judge as things happen. If Trump does something wrong, does something illegal, immoral, any of that, I will be the first to hold his feet to the fire. I hope we can get Trump on the show. I hope we can get Clinton on the show. I'll talk to any of their kids, any of that stuff. So there's something happening here. I am so sure that we're like right in the thick of it, and I'm excited. I'm actually excited. So I know a lot of people are fearful right now. I'm excited for what the future can bring. I'd love to know your thoughts, so let us know in the comments right down below. And as I said, a couple Google Hangouts over the next few weeks, and then we're back in studio, and we're going to be doing more shows than ever. We'll have no time limits on how long I can sit down with people. We've got a couple new spin-off ideas and some other segments and some really cool stuff and more live streaming and all that good stuff. So thank you guys for your support, and let's see, can we make America great again without sacrificing what's been good already? Let's find out.